Good morning. This is a recording for the Handicap Snip Daily Racing Preview for Tuesday the 24th of July. I will crack straight on with the bets. First bet on the day, I just happened to be here, is in this 440 at Fosslas. It's a low grade handicap. And the selection here is number 1, Ellen Gates. She's a 3-year-old filly, drops in grade, been running at Goodwood in Class 5s, been hitting the crossbar and dropped in grade and getting on some faster ground, which will definitely help her. Definitely be a help. And I'm just going to take 1 point win and you can get 5-2. It's a very weak race. There are very few that can be given any serious condition chance of winning. So that's 440 Fosslas, number 1, Ellen Gates, 1 point win. The second bet of the day is also at Fosslas in the 510. It's another 5 furlong handicap, and again there's a lot of exposed horses in here, and I'm going to take 1 point win on Martin Dwyer and William Muir with their 3-year-old colt, Scent Flying, got no weight, and he's a hold-up horse, and expect to see him come charging at the end. Hopefully he'll get there. That's 5-10 Fosslas, Scent Flying, 1 point win. The third bet is at Nottingham in the 6 o'clock. It's another 5 furlong race, but this time it's for 2-year-olds only, and they're making this filly Antonia Clara favourite with Millie Nesseb claiming 5. She's been down the field twice, last time at Newmarket in a strong race, but she just hasn't put any form together that I think's worthwhile. It's all right rating it highly, but she hasn't gone anywhere near to winning, and I'm desperately keen to take her on. And the horse to take her on with is David O'Mara's Mason Mac. He's another one who will like the faster ground than he encountered last time out. It showed that he likes fast ground last time out. His duck egg was in a listed race at Royal Ascot. He showed improved form in a nursery last time, where he was a very, very close second. And I think on fast ground, even giving a weight away, he's definitely got a chance here to show that he's improving rapidly. So 6 o'clock, Nottingham, number 1, Mason Mac, 1 point win. The next bet is 8 o'clock, Nottingham, and it's number 1, Zebra. Alan King's 3-year-old tried 1 mile and 2 last time out at this course, faded, dropping back to 1 mile and half a furlong on Tuesday. He can show that he's dropped in grade, and he's better than these horses. I think he'll just outclass them. So 8 o'clock, Nottingham, Seaborough, 1.5 points to win. Over at Musselburgh, I've got a bet in the 3:55 to 1.5 mile handicap, and it's an exceptionally poor race. The favourite is a 5-year-old maiden. Tells you that is different journey. Never won. I can't believe this horse is 14-1. It was a definite non-trier 2 starts ago. They gave it a run over 2 miles last time out. It doesn't stay 2 miles. Mont Royal, number 1, 3:55 Musselburgh. Mont Royal, 1 point each way. 14-1 is an insult. I feel like going 2 points each way, but we'll go 1 point each way. Okay, 3:55 Mont Royal, 1 point each way. And that's all the bets that I'm advising. I will give you some other horses to look at. I hope you enjoyed the first day and that you seen what I'm doing and that you like the format. Please do send in any feedback. If you have any requests for things that you would like to see me add to the service, I can add more and more. There's no problem. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video and saw that we had 2 nice prize winners. And we're very unfortunate with the tripartite. He finished a close-up third, but they took one out and there was only 7 runners, so he didn't get paid, and he was in the each way multiple. Okay, so I'm just going to whiz through these. Over at Fosslas, it's a very poor card. This first race, the 2 3-year-olds here, 2 Weeks and Swissel. I make it between them. I couldn't have a bet. There's an odds-on favourite in the next race. And another odds-on favourite in the next race. And there's another odds-on favourite in the next race. This horse here, Advanced Virgo, won an apprentice's handicap on 8 days ago on handicap debut, and avoids a penalty and runs unpenalised off the same mark. And in fact, the jockey can claim 3 and he didn't. So he's effectively £3 well in. So if he runs to the same level of form, he should win quite easily. Advanced Virgo. Hard to oppose, he says. Yes, indeed. I did have a very good look at this race here, the 410. And it's very difficult. And I couldn't come up with a bet. So we've got down to this 5 furlong race. I definitely like Ellen Gates. She's got every chance here. Fast ground. She's the best horse in the race. I think she can just dominate these. The same goes with Scent Flying. I think these with 9, they've got to give him a stone and more, these older horses. Unless Red Stripes is going to spring to life, bottom weight, I think 6 to 1 is tremendous value. Quick look at the Musselburgh card. I could have played in virtually every one of these races at Musselburgh, but they're really tricky in terms of trying to protect value and make profits in the long run. You don't want to be playing in too many of these low-grade races. So I skipped over the first one. There's a nice 2-year-olds race here, over 7 furlongs, and more than likely the Mark Johnson horse is going to prove too good. But one of those got 2 in the race, look. But I couldn't get involved there. I was all over this horse Landing Knight here in this 325. I just could not make a strong enough case for it. It's got about a £5 pull for a couple of lengths with Eternalist over course and distance. But it needs everything to go right, and in the end I just didn't think it was worthwhile, so I left it alone. Mont Royal, I've pulled this race apart. This Troutman down here is also capable of winning, but it's very hard to win with. I mean, the fact you've got Paul Lamour, who's a maiden on turf, 4 to 1 second favourite, and you've got Philadelphia, New Abbey Angel, and Different Journey, all in single figure prices. They're very poor horses. Mont Royal is a trier. 14 to 1 is huge. He normally runs in much better grade than this. Dropped into a 0 to 60 for the first time. He's been running off marks higher than this. So normally he wouldn't get in this kind of race. Tectonic is also of interest, but he's stepping up in trip and he's 9 years old. I couldn't have him. So 1 point each way. Mont Royal, I'm sure he can cruise up behind him going well. Jacob Black has been on a roll. He started off on 430. He started off on a mark of around 49. He's unpenalised for winning decisively at Hamilton 4 days ago off the same mark because it was an apprentice's race. And he could get loose on the lead and be very, very hard to beat. The one I think to take him on with is Donnelly's Rainbow, who was close up third behind Jacob Black over course and distance 3 starts ago, and is literally about £15 better off for about 2 lengths. And I nearly put that up, Donnelly's Rainbow, but they could be waiting for another day, and it's hard to know whether it's really trying. Coming off a 45-day break, if you see that it's been well punted, it might be worth a go, but I had to leave it alone in the end. This 5 o'clock is a tight race. Great fighter, 8 years old. He's been running consistently well, but he does find it hard to win. And at 6-4, I left him alone. And in the last race, they brought this horse over from Ireland, Nora Bat, 5 years old, with a boy claiming 7. She may well win. I mean, the fact that Thornaby Princess is second favourite tells you that it must be an exceptionally weak race, because Thornaby Princess really struggles to run. So that's not very good. Just to say, I do not do all weather. Not in the summertime anyway. I might have a look in the winter time. And just to go through the Nottingham card. The Nottingham card. First race was no good. I'm hoping that Mason Mack is going to show his form, run to his form, and improve for the fast ground. I think he can just dominate these. The Fahey horse, first time up, might be decent. There's some people tipping it, so that could be the danger. I very nearly played Classic Pursuit in here, again in this 6:30, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. Loves the course and distance. May well win, but it's not a bet for me at the price. Again, I looked at this race in great detail. I almost bet Bahamian Dollar. The young Irish jockey is very good. He won a nice race at Windsor on Monday evening. Again, I couldn't bet him at the price. 7-2 just wasn't enough. This horse Zebra can definitely win this race. And there was nothing else. There we go. It's a very poor day racing. I won't be doing probably the best horses are on show at Newcastle and Chelmsford. I'm sure they are, but I don't play on those tracks, so I've got nothing to say about them. There's all, the Hamdan Albert 2 horses and so on running at Chelmsford. So there we go. Brief message. A few bets on Tuesday, and let's hope that I can find some of those are winners for us. Speak to you all soon.